Yeah, what's good, everybody? It is the DSG. I think it's like episode. Who cares, dude? All that matters is the pods can't hit, bro. Jesus Christ. Watching that game today made me want to gauge my eyes out, bro. The lack of offense is disgusting. As you can tell, we don't even do an intro, bro. No intro video, no nothing. We go straight to it. Padres offense this series, absolute dog shit. Terrible. Trent Brooks, big ABs in the year 2025, Mike? Absolutely not. Gotta stop. Gotta stop. Chat, what the hell's going on? I'm not going to lie. This is going to be an all-time episode. I've been hyping it up. The energy's there. I might have drank a cappuccino before this. Let's talk some Pods baseball. Let's talk some trade deadline. How are we going to win? How are we going to win a World Series, Mike Devine? You start.
How are we going to win a World Series? It's a really good question.
Maybe MLB The Show.
You got to do a lot to win a World Series with this team. There's no depth. Yesterday, for example, hard to win a lot of games when the tying run's on second, no outs, Crone pop out, Jose Iglesias strikeout, and Trenton Brooks pop out. Crone's been good this year, so I'll let him slide. All right, Crone's gotten some hits.
Gonna be a great Yankee, baby.
I'm not going to cook Crone for that. But if you're telling me that we're seeing Jose Iglesias and Trenton Brooks, you're probably a nice guy. You're probably a really nice guy.
And we always say that bullshit.
This is not.
What if Trenton Brooks was just a complete asshole?
This is not to say that, like, this is nothing against Trenton Brooks as a human. This is everything against him as a baseball player. Okay, you have had too many opportunities in the clutch. I'm not saying pinch hitting's easy. Listen, I think I went 0 for 15 in pinch hits in my junior year.
Yeah,
but that's why I'm not in the bigs.
A bunch of future.
That's why I'm not in the bigs. That's why I'm not in the bigs. Okay, you cannot tell me that Yanni Barrels is not better than Trenton Brooks right now. Mike. Trenton Brooks has no confidence. He looks like we said it on the last episode. Looks like a fastball is getting blown by him every pitch. But he's not the only issue. I'm not going to harp on Trenton Brooks too much. Trenton Brooks is getting one at-bat a game. We scored 2 runs against a guy with a 7 ERA. Sure, he was a Cy Young in Vietnam, back in Nam. He's had like 2 Tommy Johns since then. Like
he's a Cy Young in Vietnam. It's crazy.
Seriously. He hasn't been good in a long time. And we are making him look like it's 2022 again. Yeah, and you know what, Big Panda? You're right. Trenton Brooks is the scapegoat. You know who's the real problem?
Tatis.
You're damn right.
Merrill. Boys. Jackson Merrill, he hit a double today, which is awesome.
He almost hit a homer yesterday, too.
Mike,
so Jackson Merrill
hopefully he's getting out of his slump. But I looked it up. I think Jackson Merrill, since June 1st, there's 136 guys with over 100-plus ABs. Weighted runs created-wise, where do you think Jackson Merrill is in that 136?
You gave me the answer.
I literally texted you the answer, so let's see if you remember.
Luckily, I read the text. I believe he's 125th.
Yep, he's 125 and 136. Absolute dog shit. Guys, I don't discriminate on who we're going to give shit to. Gavin Sheets, our boy, Derry Bonds, all-time slump since he had a kid. Got it? We need to find that fucking dad power, Derry Bonds, because 3 for 28 is not going to cook it in the second half. We need you to start hitting. Manny Machado's been in a little bit of slump too, and I love Manny. Hey, he's our guy.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Manny Machado has not been in his slump.
Manny Machado, second half is not. He's been in a little bit of a slump, which is fine. He's our best player. But Mike, we don't discriminate. The whole offense has been kind of slumping. It's fine. Our offense is dog shit. Manny's one of the only reasons why we're not. People are saying what Manny slump. All right. Manny was okay.
I mean, it's a classic Matt Devine use case of everybody's struggling on the Padres. Let me also include our best player, Manuel Machado, because you have a predispositioned disdain for the greatest Padre, arguably.
I literally tweeted today he's the second best Padre of all time already. But Manny is fine. I'm done talking about Manny because I know I'm going to get shit on, and I apologize. Hand up. Manny's been good. Errors have been bad though, but Manny has been good. Leads the league in errors, but he is my guy. Fernando Tatis Jr. I was thinking about this little rant I'm going to go on for 6 hours. Zero shot, you're ranking him above Trevor Hoffman. When all said and done, I'm ranking him above Trevor Hoffman. I love Trevor Hoffman, but
Trevor Hoffman,
he's a reliever. He's a closer. He's a closer. Guys, he pitches 1 inning. Long live Trevor. Trevor has a statue. Manny doesn't have a statue. That being said, Manny is more valuable than Trevor Hoffman.
Yeah,
he is. Let's talk about it. Fernando Tatis Jr. I don't give a fuck about whatever Victor Rodriguez is whispering in your ear about, oh, dude, you gotta lower the K rate. Toddy, strike out all you want, but I need you to hit some fucking homers, dude. I need you to stop looking scared shitless of the baseball. I know Mitch Keller threw that ball at you, brother. I know it, and it sucks. And you were on an all-time heater. But Fernando Tatis Jr., you're too good at baseball. You're too good at baseball to look so not dialed at the plate. I watched the Dodgers game today because I wanted to see them lose. Obviously, fucking bullshit Twins. Griffin Jacks walks Hysteria Ruiz, who hits like Mike Devine at the plate, and he fucking walks him, and the Dodgers walk it off. I watched Freddie Freeman at the plate, and Freddie Freeman's having a little bit of a down year. I watched Shohei Ohtani at the plate. Mike, we want to believe Fernando Tatis Jr. is a top 5 player in the game. But I watch him at the plate, and I have a feeling any pitcher watches him now or comes up, just throw him inside. I'm not scared of this guy. He's not hitting a home run. What the best thing he could do is hit a, hard liner in the gap and get a double. That's literally all I have to worry about if I'm a pitcher right now, facing Tatis. Manny Machado, when I face him, if I make a mistake, Manny's going to hit a home run or hit the ball hard. When I face Fernando Tatis Jr. with a runner on second base, I'm not scared. He still has 800 OPS. Juan, the reason why Tatis has an 800 OPS is because the first month of the season, he was MVP level. And guys, this is why. I just named my fucking cat after Fernando Tatis Jr. So don't call me like, oh, don't hop on the bandwagon. Guys, I know how good this guy is. The Padres fan base knows how good Tatis is. Don't tell me some bullshit about steroids because I saw it in the playoffs and I saw it the first month of the season. He either needs to see a sports psychologist and figure out why he's scared shitless of the ball coming inside, or sack the fuck up and start hitting some nukes, bro. He has 3 home runs in like 3 months, bro. And people are like, he shouldn't have been an all-star. He needs to time off. You're a professional baseball player, brother. You're 26. This is your job. This is your job. Enough with that bullshit. He needs time off to, he needs to go, fuck that, dude. Fuck this. We keep babying this guy. Guys, stop with the fucking, he needed some time off to meditate and go swimming in the Dominican Republic. How about you go fucking hit the ball, dude? Start hitting the ball.
Bro, first off, you just took what I said to you earlier and made that sound like the fan base said
30-year-old crashing out on a 26-year-old right now? Bruh, Eric, 29, dog.
Also, the take you just had is what I texted you today.
Hey, man.
You just cooked me. I said he needs to take a week off and just go swim in the Dominican for a little bit. Listen, I agree with you.
He's 26.
The downfall this season of Tatis can be directly correlated to that hit by pitch, but it spooked him. It's crazy. So my thought, ready? Here's my thought on what Tatis needs to do. So you are worried about getting hit by the pitch. Take a few steps back off the plate.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was like, bro.
Why do you stand so fucking close to the plate? Take a few steps back. Then guess what that inside pitch is, Matt? That's down the fucking middle. Step back. Take a fucking step back from the plate.
It's all between the ears, bro.
Why are you still crowding the fucking plate if you are afraid of getting hit? It makes no sense. Victor Rodriguez, what the fuck is on your iPad? Are you playing Angry Birds? What is on your iPad?
He's playing Doodle Jump, bro. Nick, stop playing Doodle Jump. Stop playing Temple Run.
Hey, Manny, come here. Manny, hey, Luis, come here. Manny, come here. Tatis, come here. Merrill, come here. Okay, so Merrill, we want you to swing through a fastball up. Luis, we want you to hit a weak pop out to left field. And Tatis, we want you to hit a weak grounder to third base. Is that what the fuck he's teaching these guys? Is there any approach? There's no unified approach from this team. There's no unified approach. Everybody, the only person on this team with a legitimately good approach is Manny Machado. And the reason is because he is a Hall of Famer. The rest of these guys look like they're just going up there and saying, oh, maybe I'll try something out this at-bat. Why are you trying? That's spring training shit. That's if you're playing with the fucking Savannah Bananas like Eric Hosmer.
It's
That's
July
when you try
23rd.
shit out. X is the only guy. You know why? Because X is a pro hitter. He knows how to play the game. Tatis is going up there saying, please don't throw inside. Please don't throw inside. Hanging curveball. I miss it because I'm afraid of them throwing inside, and then I'm going to swing through another fucking fastball. It happens every time. There's no actual approach from this team. The pitching has been much too good for the offense to be this dog shit. How do you have, Matt? How do you have? Let me read you the names. Let me just tell you the names. You have 3-time batting champ Luis Arraez. You have 3-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger Fernando Tatis. You have Manny Machado, Hall of Famer, 350-plus home runs at the age of 33. You have Xander Bogaerts, 40 career WAR plus, looking locked in at the plate, and finally seems to be in a groove. You have Jake Cronenworth, 2-time All-Star. Sure, maybe the second All-Star was a little bit fluke. Generally a good player. How on earth, Jackson Merrill should have been the rookie of the year. He looks like shit this year. How in the world do you have that much talent on an offensive team, on an offense, and you are in the bottom 10
in every offensive stat?
In every offensive stat. How does that happen? And the only answer, and I'm not a big blame the coaching, but this is a blame the coaching situation.
100%.
Victor Rodriguez, I think, hit 2 home runs in his MLB career. He was 2 home runs. You almost have as many home runs as Victor Rodriguez in his MLB career.
Yeah, I have 2 less.
2 less. And we're listening to this guy saying, "Hey, he's like my fuck."
Well, Barry Bonds is a shit hitting coach, though.
Okay, you know who else is a shit hitting coach? Victor Rodriguez.
I think it's as simple as this. They got to get their heads out of their ass, bro. They got to start playing with some fucking VAR. And Merrill starting to turn a corner. Xander's turned a corner. Also, I will give him a little credit. Playing in Miami is a fucking brutal. Man, that place is like playing in like a backfield spring training game, bro. There's no one there. There's like a couple ESS trips or whatever, right? Or what was that shit, the after school program we used to do? ESS when you go to the games and like they take you over. Yeah, it's like that's the only people in the stands. The biggest issue with the Pods is this. We have 0 slug. 0. Mike, name one guy on the Padres with over 20 home runs.
All right. I couldn't say anything.
Name, Mike, who leads the Padres in home runs right now? It's July 23rd.
The best player on the Padres, Manny Machado.
How many homers does he have?
I believe 18.
18 home runs. Manny Machado, who had 3 going into Memorial Day. 3. Guys, without Manny's hot stretch recently, we go home runs. Manny has 18. Tatis has 16. Sheets has 14. I don't think Tatis and Sheets have hit a home run in a month, it feels like. Then you got Jake Cronenworth at 8. Guys, that is so fucking bad, dude. We're 27th in team home runs. We're never going to win shit like that. Guys, how did we lose today, Mike? What was the score?
2-run home run from Jesus Sanchez.
9 home runs. Guys, Dylan Cease, Pussy Boy Dylan, Disc Golf Dylan. I want to drink some kombucha and go throw the fucking Frisbee. Get the fuck out of here, Dylan Cease. It's not your fault we don't score runs.
You said Jesus Sanchez just fried me, dude.
Bro, I'm so over watching.
Jesus Sanchez.
Bro, we got, hey, man, I'm glad we had 11 hits and 2 runs. There's no.
I mean, Bentley makes a very valid. Bentley made a very, very valid.
Out of here. Vincente Perez trolling. Did we get Luis Robert? Oh no. Fucking trolls, man. You got my ass low key.
This is
I was literally looking at Twitter. I was about to go fucking crazy.
And you know, Matt, we tweeted something last night after Hector Gomez. Hector shoots, Hector misses. That's what we should call him.
Hector Gomez is Dominican DSG. He just tweets reckless fucking trade rumors.
He just throws random shit out there and sees if it sticks. Hector Gomez tweets out Marcell Ozuna talks have intensified for the San Diego Padres. All right. People in our comments after we say we'd like to, potentially have Ozuna play DH for us. Oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. I know he's a terrible guy. I'm not asking to go get drinks with Marcell Ozuna. I'm not asking him to drive me home. I don't want him to drive me home after getting drinks with Marcell Ozuna.
Jesus.
I don't want my sister being around Marcell Ozuna. That being said, okay, we're not here to make friends. Okay, we want to win. Marcell Ozuna coming up in a situation like yesterday with Trenton Brooks and Jose Iglesias, if you genuinely can sit there and tell me that trading Francis fucking Pena, the number 21 prospect in the system, for Marcell Ozuna, one of the most proven clutch hitters in baseball, is a bad trade. What is this? Everyone complains about this team having no offense. And when there's rumors about us getting some fucking offense, it's, oh, this guy sucks now. Oh, he sucks? You know who really sucks? Trenton fucking Brooks.
Bro, it's a game, bro. It's literally a game of, I don't care. Dude, do you think Fernando Tatis Jr., right? Off the field, there's, there's stuff that goes on off the field with a lot of players, right? And I'm not saying any of these guys, I don't care if we're not at the end of the season winning, oh, the Padres are the best guys award. We won the best guys trophy this year. That's not who cares? I don't care if any of the guys, none of these Padres guys are going to my wedding. I don't give a fuck. Bro, give me a dude. Barry Bonds. Is Barry Bonds a notoriously great guy, Mike?
Arguably one of the worst.
One of the meanest dudes ever. His teammates hated him. The reporters hated him. Supposedly a dick to the fans. Guess what? I don't want Barry Bonds on my fucking team. Guys, I don't care about any of these nice guys. I spend 3 hours a day watching this team. If they're not hitting fucking homers, it's brutal to watch. Brutal to watch. Mm-hmm. Right now, Mike, we could have swept the Marlins, but we just can't hit. You can't hit, man. You should be winning teams. Right now, the 2025 San Diego Padres should be winning series against the Marlins. You should be winning series against the Marlins. You are a better team. On paper, you're supposed to be in the middle of your window. The Marlins aren't in the middle of their window. The Marlins have 4 guys I'd rather see up at the plate than the Padres right now. The Padres have Manny Machado. And I guess Xander right now, which is crazy. I watch the Marlins. Kyle Stowers would pick him over pretty much anyone on our team. Augustine Ramirez, or whatever the fuck his name is. Would pick him over any Padre in my lifetime.
Oh, don't shut the fuck up. Over any Padre in your lifetime?
Padres catcher in my lifetime.
Okay. Dude, sorry, get the fuck out of here.
Come on, relax. I meant Padres catcher in my lifetime. Mike, they got Augustine Ramirez from the Yankees for Jazz Chisholm.
I know.
Hey, I used to think Peter Bendrix was a nerd. Hey, if Preller has another bad year, give me a fucking Peter Bendrix type guy, bro. We might need to go all nerd out because the Marlins, watching them, that team's fun. Our team. It's just like, bro,
there's a level of the Marlins. There's a level of the Marlins.
We're going to start talking trades. But I'm going to say one last thing. Watching a team with an incredible bullpen and pitchers that are pitching out of their fucking minds or getting lucky, but also pitching out of their minds, like a Randy V, Randy V is going to end this season. If he continues at this pace, 30 starts and like a 3.80 ERA with like all blues in his StatCast. You get a season like that, you got to win, man. You watch this team and you're like, man, I'm glad we could beat the Nationals. But come in a playoff series right now, this team can't hit. How do you get better? And that's what we're going to talk about next.
Nice.
Here's Matt. No, I'm just kidding. Hey,
Earl Jam
presented by. Want to ask first and foremost, I want to give the shout out to the chat. Mr. B, why are San Diego fans so open to Ozuna but so sour against Bauer? Well, Ozuna's still in the league. 1. 2, we're not open. Both guys are complete assholes. I am totally fine not getting Marcell Ozuna. That being said, Ozuna is still in the league. And Trevor Bauer, I think, has been banned from baseball. So that's one thing. Also, Trevor Bauer is a humongous douchebag. And he's extremely annoying, to be completely honest. So that's actually one of the reasons why I don't like him.
Well said. Well said.
Both dudes should probably not be playing baseball. So that's 100%. Do not want either of those guys as people on the team. But if we do get Marcell Ozuna and he hits 15 home runs, I will not. Hey, I won't be inviting him to any dinner parties, but I will still root for my team. Question for you right now: what do we do?
I mean, I think I saw that, Just Baseball posted that graphic of a Jarren Duran package. I think it was Ethan Salas, Cash Mayfield, Humberto Cruz. If you're gonna go out there for a guy like, and there was rumors that we were looking at Steven Kwan. If we're gonna go out there for a guy like Jarren Duran, a guy like Steven Kwan, I'm cool with that, but why not shoot bigger? Why not shoot bigger, Matt? And you know what I mean? Here's something I mean. There's one team in a very, 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 very dark position right now. And it's very dark. It's grim for them. And they have no farm system. And they haven't offered this guy an extension yet. Very reminiscent of somebody in 2022. Couple years, I think 2.5 years of control left on his contract. Very reminiscent of 2022 with the Padres. They have no farm system. If I'm Preller, I'm saying, listen, we will give you Leo DeVries. We will give you Ethan Salas. We will give you Cash Mayfield. We will give you Jeremiah Estrada. Give me Ronald Acuna Jr. and give me him tomorrow. If you put Ronald Acuna Jr. in left field, and listen, we can have Braves fans in there probably saying that we're the dumbest humans alive. People always say, oh, Tatis is going to get traded. There's a difference between Tatis and Acuna. One, Acuna is awesome.
Yeah,
two,
Acuna can actually hit.
Acuna can hit. Tatis is under contract for another 10 plus years. Acuna is under contract for 2.5 years, I believe. I'm saying, why the fuck not? Why not try? I would offer up the farm because guess what? Leo DeVries is sick. Leo DeVries is going to be the future. He'll probably be James Wood equivalent. But how many more prime seasons of Machado are you going to get? How many times is Xander going to put it together like he's put it together? Are you risking the fact that Tatis and Merrill have both been slumping and you're going to get Acuna? Sure, but next year you'd have him under contract. I don't think that he's as untouchable as people make him out to be. I don't think he's as untouchable as people make him out to be.
I would put a lot of money on the table that Preller's asked for sure. He's been like, hey, what do I need? And that's the only guy, honestly, that I would trade Leo for. I don't. What are you laughing about?
The chat's fucking cooking me.
Yeah, they're cooking, bro.
Hey, you asked me what we need to do.
Let's be a little bit more realistic, though. How do we actually, in a non-MLB The Show way? Because I do appreciate the delusion. They don't call us the delusional sports gospel for a reason. Soto Deal 2.0. Totally get that. What can we?
He sucks. What the fuck? What's that about?
He sucks is crazy. What we really need to think about is how do we actually get better? I think it's simple, man. I think you hit up the Chicago White Sox today and you say, and Jay just said it, how much is Luis Robert going to cost? And I don't think he's going to cost a lot. You trade whoever they want, not named Leo, Ethan, trade him fucking Cash Mayfield. I'll drive him to the fucking airport. I don't care. Guys, all of these prospects are nothing until I see them in the bigs. Leo's the only one that I genuinely care about because I think he has a trajectory to be a Jose Ramirez type. So you keep him. Everyone else, there's one prospect I miss in that we've traded in 10 years, and that's James Wood. That's literally it. One prospect. And we traded for Juan Soto. That's the only prospect I care about. Trade all of them. So trade. Because right now, you get Luis Robert back and Mike Tauchman and Adrian Hauser. 3 people. You trade Cash Mayfield, some other guys. You now have an arm that can give us some innings and help the bullpen out. I don't miss CJ Abrams. No. I mean, good for him. He's a nice guy. He'd be cool to have, but I'm not like, damn, when I watch him hit a home run, I'm like, man, I really miss him. You look, Adrian Hauser, eat some innings, cheap, rental, solid. Mike Tauchman is the type of dude that will have a Trent Grisham type NL wildcard series where we're like, he's an absolute SD legend for life, right? Can't you see that, Mike? I think Mike Tauchman has like 13 homers this year.
He only has 8 less than you just said.
He has 5? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's 5.
Man, I must have misread that then. And Luis Robert. That won't cost a lot. You put Luis Robert in center or left. You put Merrill in center, Toddy in right. Luis Robert's a Cuban dude, comes in, plays with Morejon, plays with some swagger. Everybody leaves the White Sox and has a fucking, goes on a tear. And you got Tauchman off the bench who could play a little bit. Right now, our bench is trash, dude. Trash. We have a lot of holes. The more I think about it, we have a lot of holes, dude.
I mean, think about our bench. Look at that bench. So bad. Matt, listen to this bench from today's game. Ready? Martin Maldonado. Tyler Wade started, so I'll keep Tyler Wade out of there. Martin Maldonado, Jose Iglesias, Bryce Johnson, Trenton Brooks, and I'm missing one.
BJ?
I think I said Bryce Johnson. Maybe I'm not missing one. That's our bench. Hey, we need a big hit. Who are we going to call? Bryce Johnson? GG's. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you in St. Louis. Who are we going to call? Trenton Brooks, the pop-out king? Sometimes you got to pop out and show him. And he's the prototype for that. He pops out all the time. I'm just saying, man.
So Preller's been in on pretty much every guy. I have a feeling the next 2 weeks, next week is going to be crazy. I just need some trade to happen because I'm fiending right now. But
let me tell you my fear.
Okay, I can smell your up.
Let me tell you my fear. I remember 2021, and I have a very, very bad feeling that this trade deadline will be looked back on in a very similar light to the 2021 Adam Frazier.
McCarthy, or what's his name? Who was that outfielder we got that was just so ass, dude? And oh man, I gotta look him up.
We had Mitch Moreland was one of the trades.
Mitch Moreland was 2020, I thought.
Mitch Moreland was 2020. So back to back. I mean, that deadline's way worse. The 2020. We traded Josh Naylor. We traded Andres Munoz.
Vince Velasquez.
Marisnik.
Jake Marisnik, dude. Oh man.
Ugh. I mean, it's just like that was our moves. And I have a bad feeling that this is going to be reminiscent. I think we're coming from a position here where there's more depth in the system than I think people
I completely agree.
believe. I think there's a lot of talent in that system. And I have a fear Henry Baez will get moved, guys. I mean,
why isn't he up if you think he's going to be a multi-time All-Star?
Like, guys, who gives a fuck about Henry Baez at this point in time?
Target will be River Ryan 2.0, the guy who's pitched like 15 innings in the MLB. Guys, trade all these dudes. Honestly,
I actually do like Berger. I do like Berger, but again, if the price is right, he's not untouchable. He's not untouchable. Also, yeah, Tim, River Ryan's elbow. It's like seeing after this year. It's going to be like Matt Devine pitching on the mound. He's going to be throwing like 92.
I don't wish anything against the guy.
Me either. Groovy T, Munoz for Nola hurt. You are correct. What happened?
This guy Jacob has an interesting comment. I think the ownership issue is still bigger than people realize, unfortunately. I agree. But that's why you trade. I would trade Mike. And I'm gonna hot take. I'd trade Crone.
I like this. Let's do who would we trade from the Padres?
Yeah, right now. I'm gonna look at the team's our roster, and I'm gonna tell you who I would trade. 2025 Padres roster. Also, chat, like this stream up if you can. It means a lot when we're like talking to possible sponsors and everything. Also, me and Mike will be back for the Dodgers series. I'm also going to be at those Giants games too when they play the Pod. So if you're going to,
hopefully we're still in it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm looking at the roster right now. I'm going to go down everybody on our team list wise. Adrian Morejon not getting traded. Robert Suarez I would trade. Stephen Kolek If someone's asking, I guess I would trade him. Dylan Cease, adios. Jeremiah Estrada, honestly, do not want to trade him, but if it's for someone that could really help us out, I could be convinced. Kyle Hart, not going to get traded. Pavetta, not going to get traded. Wandy, if you actually look at Wandy's stats the last 2 months, he's been a really productive reliever. Oh, Juan says he's pre-gaming this stream for his birthday. Yo, Juan, one, happy birthday. 2, throw your Venmo. Send us a DM of your Venmo. I'll shoot you a little money for a Modelo on me, brother. Happy birthday. Yuki Matsui, if anyone wants him, I will give you a banana pudding thing that they sell at the game and a Yuki Matsui and for nothing, bro. Adios, Yuki. Randy Vasquez, if someone's willing to buy Randy Vasquez, I'd trade him. He's underlying metrics-wise. Sooner than later, it's going to come bad. So ride the hot hand with Randy, but trade him. Jason Adam, if someone comes asking and they really want him and we can get someone back, I'd trade Jason Adam. David Morgan, keep David Morgan. He's going to be a fucking demon. David Morgan is Jerry Estrada 2.0 in my opinion. I think he's an absolute stud. I watched him pitch yesterday. I know he gave up that run. He's the definition of a guy that I could see being a 7th inning guy next year. He's a stud. Yu Darvish, no one's going to trade for him. Jackson Merrill, no. Trent Brooks, DFA, no one's asking for him. Bryce Johnson, no one's asking for him. Tatis, no. Maldonado, no. Gavin Sheets, no one's trading for him. Elias Diaz, no one's trading for him. Iglesias, no one's trading for him. Manny Machado, no one's trading for him. Bogarts, no one's trading for him. Cronenworth, this is a good conversation. I think Cronen's having the best year he's had in a long time. I think a team like the Yankees, I think a team in the AL that needs some infield help would love Jake Cronenworth. The Detroit Tigers, maybe. You move, Gleyber Torres to third, have Cron play second. Cronen's a Michigan guy. There's deals that could be made with Jake Cronenworth. I've loved Jake Cronenworth's time as a pod. That being said, 8 home runs. He's 30. He's on the wrong side of 30 already. And I know a lot of people love Cron. Guys, if someone comes asking for Cron and we can get out of that contract, given that 11 more mil a year or whatever his contract is going forward, and we could use that money on a guy like a Kyle Schwarber or a Michael King extension, you do it. You do it. 100%. Also, you have to realize, and I see the chat saying, don't trade Cease, don't trade Cron. We would love it if in life you could just trade all your shit players and get good players back. But that's not how life works. That's not how life works. I'm sorry to give you the tough news, Papa, but that's not how life works. You got to give to get. Get Dylan Cease out of here. I'm over. And you might call me a Dylan Cease hater. Well, his underlying metrics are good. Guys, Game 7, or not even Game 7, Game 1 of the World Series, Game 2 of the World Series, Game 3 of the World Series, and you have Dylan Cease on the bump. Are you confident you're going to win that game?
No.
He's soft. He's soft. $100 million arm, 5-cent brain? That's what Dylan Cease is. Guys, and maybe he figures it out somewhere. And guess what, guys? If he does, tip the cap. He'll get married to Chris Paddock's ex. He'll buy a disc golf course, and he'll move on with his life. Thank you for that no-hitter. And not thank you for that fucking home run to Ohtani in Game 1. And we move on with our lives. He's not going to be a Padre. Dylan Cease will not be a Padre in 3 months, 4 months. The day the season ends, we will not see Cease anymore. So if you could get anything of value back, anything, is Dylan Cease helping you win a World Series this year?
No.
And fucking ship him. Ship him. I'm done with this bullshit, bro.
So here's my
this team. Nick Pavetta's a dog. If Michael King comes back, you have Michael King and Nick Pivetta and Yu Darvish. I'm fine with those three. They'll probably trade for an Adrian Hauser type, a Martin Perez type, all that shit. Charlie Morton, someone like that. Get him the fuck out of here, man. Cease will not help this team win a World Series. He won't. He won't. He gets us innings, guys. I respect him getting us innings. Innings don't matter in the playoffs. Let's say, Mike, hypothetically, the season ends today. This team's losing in the first round.
Dude, I mean, they're in the playoff, I guess.
No, we're playing the Cubs or we're playing the Phillies.
2 games.
It's over. So what do you do to make it so we're not losing in the first round? How does this team get? Cease could figure out on the pods. Best of luck.
Matt, I hate to say it. We've talked about a lot of the holes on this team. There's an aspect of my thoughts here, and it's like, are we better off
selling,
just blowing it up in the long run? We have good prospects. We have some guys. We have some talent in the system. Is the system of always trading at the deadline sustainable as these guys get older, as the Mannies get older, as at some point these contracts are going to run out? Manny's going to be 41, making $40 million. Xander's going to be 40, making $40 million. Tatis is going to be on his, yacht in Miami, making $45 million from the Padres. And you know who's going to be playing? A bunch of Matt and Mike Devines are going to be in the field because that's all the Pods can afford.
Bryce Johnson in left, Brooks at first.
So I'm like, do you just say fuck it and blow it up? And if you, there's part of me that's like, I'm watching this team. I think they'll be better if you blow it up.
Well, so that's the argument. Is I actually think
there's so much dead. Matt, let me go. There's so much dead weight on this team. Even if you're not getting incredible value from a guy like Luis Ariz, they're not going to extend Luis Ariz. I'll just tell you right now, the chances of Luis Ariz getting extended are very, very slim. Luis Ariz, if somebody wants to take on Cron's contract, trade Cron. Robert Suarez, Dylan Cease, get these guys off the team and maybe get a couple MLB-ready prospect type guys that are blocked. I don't know. You got, for example, there's a team up north in Seattle that's running into some issues. We have an issue at catcher. They have an issue with hitting. If they want to take on a guy like Luis Ariz to get knocks, they're in a playoff spot. Harry Ford, you're a top 100 prospect. I'd take Harry Ford in a heartbeat to see if he's the answer at catcher. Just something. You don't always need to get a guy on an expiring contract. You can add by subtraction, and I think there's a legit possibility. I don't think Preller will ever do it because that's not in his nature. But I do think you could trade a lot of these guys and actually improve the team because you have a guy like Jeremiah Estrada. How much better do you think Robert Suarez is than Jeremiah Estrada?
I don't think he's better.
Exactly. So what's the point? Why not? He's going to opt out. And if he opts in, we're actually kind of more fucked.
Yeah, no, I think
that's an expensive closer for a guy when you have 5 demons in the farm that are all late inning guys. You have David Morgan, you have Sean Reynolds, you have Bradley Rodriguez, you have Francis Pena, you have Eduardo Nunez or whatever his name is. You have all of these guys waiting in the wings, and then Robert Suarez, who's going to be 33, is going to opt in.
I thought he's already older than that.
Maybe he's 34, maybe he's 35. He's going to opt into his contract, and he's going to be making $11 million a year when you have better relievers in the minors.
Yeah, he's 34.
Trade Robert Suarez.
Right, trade Suarez. You trade Suarez, you trade Cron, and you trade Cease. And there's a real opportunity to come back and be a better team. Guys like Tyson Neighbors, guys, Ruben Niebla is a fucking genius, dude. We have our most valuable player, not named Manny Machado, or most valuable Padres organization member, not named Manny Machado, is Ruben Niebla. That dude is a wick. Sean Reynolds. You got guys that can come up and give you innings, dude. Good bullpen, money. Nick Pivetta having the best season of all time. We see all these guys come over to the pods and start cooking pitching-wise. We need the Niebla of hitting, 1. And 2, we need to figure something out. There's so much that we can do. And Preller's a creative guy. In a weird way, I know it seems like we're all dire and stuff. We're still in the playoffs about all that stuff. Preller's going to do some crazy shit this week, dude. I know it. And hopefully he gets us back some guys that are hungry. Is this team hungry right now, dude?
They have no identity. They have no identity, dude.
They have no identity.
What is this team's identity, Matt?
There's nothing.
If you can give me a couple words to describe the 2025 Padres up to this point.
So emotional. Wait for a trade plus to lose it, bro. I mean, why are you on
our show? In our show, Matt.
How about you go? Somebody.
Matt, give me a couple words to describe the Padres season so far. Not the Padres season. This Padres team.
Mid.
I'm going uninspired. What are they inspired by? Last year they had an identity, win for Peter. What's this year's identity? What are they playing for? It doesn't seem like they're playing to win a World Series. It seems like they're playing to go through the motions. Who, outside of Manny Machado, give me one guy this year that seems like he's legitimately trying his hardest to win a Nick Pivetta.
Gavin Sheets.
Hard to win a World Series. Is Gavin Sheets trying hard to win a World Series, or is Gavin Sheets trying hard to provide?
Stay in the bigs. I think right now,
Merrill,
it's hard to look at this team. I mean, bro, Michael King. Can we get a fucking update on that guy? Like, there's so much. There's a lot of this team where all of this talk, all these podcasts don't matter if the team. Mike, I think a lot of people agree with you. Uninspired is great. I really do think. What are they playing for? Do you think? I'm genuinely curious if any of those guys like. Hey man, it's the dog days of the summer. I get it, but like you would expect after last season and how we lost and how we, you have Mookie Betts going on these podcasts saying the Padres are the best team. You would expect a team like that to hear that. And like when we play the Dodgers, we got some fucking bar. Like we're swaggy. I like that. But you should play like that the entire season. Like the fact that Xander fucking Bogaerts is actually cooking, that should mean we are winning 100 games. And instead, it looks like, I'll be honest, it looks like a chore to some of these guys, bro. It looks like baseball is a chore. You're getting paid millions of dollars.
I mean, they're hilarious.
And I think some players, pure talent allows them to coast a little bit. Tatis' pure talent allows him to coast a little bit. His defense is so fucking good that he's going to be a 6-WAR player regardless, 5-WAR player regardless. But I want to see him be a dog, bro. When Tatis is playing well, there's no one more fun to watch. The Padres, Mike, what is the difference between how awesome? Yeah, and Joshua is a great point. First month of the season, name 2 things that we did. 1, we won a shit ton of games. 2, Tatis was playing like a superstar. I think all our problems come down to that.
I mean, you're not far off.
And if he is not going to be that guy, then there's a real argument that you should just be like, hey, man, this team's not going to do shit if Tatis and Merrill aren't those dudes. You could trade for fucking Aaron Judge. If Tatis and Merrill aren't those guys, are you going to win a World Series? No. They got to play with a fucking dog in them, bro. They got to start playing with some honestly, and I know it's crazy to say this, the amount of shit we give Xander Bogaerts, I think we should start being a little honest with ourselves and give it to some other guys that are underperforming. Tatis doesn't look like he cares. He doesn't look like he cares sometimes when he's playing. And I think his pure talent masks it. And his WAR and all that stuff. But guys, I fucking love Fernando Tatis Jr. Either he's hurt or he's just checked the fuck out. And he can't be checked the fuck out. We're playing for a playoff spot. We're not the Dodgers. We're not a team that's automatically going to make the playoffs every single year. Like we got to start fucking playing like some dogs.
So I'll give you my theory on Tatis. He is a guy that will show up for the big moments. He always does. He always plays well in big games. But it seems like he's only in it for the big moments. You don't win championships. You don't make the playoffs by taking off 120 games, taking your focus off 120 games when you're the best player on the team. And you could see it last year. Like he didn't have a terrible season, He played like pretty solid, but then in the playoffs, he looked like a completely different person. He hit like 6 home runs. Where is that guy in July? And it's easy to say, listen, everyone, we all have jobs and stuff. You don't show up with the same level of motivation and energy on the same day every single time. I'm not arguing that. But there's just such a steep drop off in like focus from when he's locked in and when he's just normally playing. Like the cliff, it's normally like maybe something like this with most players. You're like, okay, like maybe this guy's just having a rough day. It's a fucking steep cliff. And his slump this year, it's just been like slump after slump. It's almost like, are they even slumps anymore? Or are you just not that
Well,
guy?
that's the argument. Is like, is this just who he is? Because right now, in his last 60 games, Mike, 224 batting average, 5 homers, 16 RBIs in 60 games. That's your superstar. Guys, if you ask any casual baseball fan about the San Diego Padres, they say Tatis is probably the first person they bring up, and then Manny Machado. Either he's hurt, and I know there's people in the chat that are like, he's not fucking hurt or not tapped in. Guys, we watch the games. Either he's mentally just not, like something's going on, because Fernando Tatis Jr. is not a 224 with 5 home runs over majority of the season. That's not him. Either I watched him in the first month. What happened that changed? Because right now we're not going to win anything. You could trade for anyone. We will not win anything if he doesn't lock in. We won't. The singles aren't going 1 for 4 with a single is not going to do anything, guys. Something's going on, guys. And it's not even the pre-steroid shit, guys. And that's what pisses me off. It's not, because I've seen it. I've seen him for that month. It's just, I don't know if he's ever going to be the guy that's locked in for a full
Also,
season.
Richard's in a Dodgers jersey, so your opinion is absolutely invalid on this fact. It's a shame because we know how talented the guy is.
He's the most beloved player.
It seems like when shit's not going his way, he checks out. And listen, man, when you're the superstar on a team, okay, Manny's going to do what Manny does. Manny's always locked in. Manny is the captain. But when you're star, your energy, Manny is an energetic guy, but Manny does not bring the energy to the Padres. Tatis, when he's locked in, brings the energy to the Padres. Jackson Merrill last year, when Jackson Merrill was locked in last year, he brought the energy to the Padres. Both of those guys are slumping, and they're so clearly down. That energy spreads. Energy spreads. He was just
like that. Richard just boomed Mies. Mies is like, don't listen to Richard. He's wearing a Dodgers jersey. If you look at the jersey,
come on, bro.
If you look at the picture, Richard, it's a picture of Mies in a Photoshop Dodgers jersey.
Dude, that actually just killed me, bro.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, guys. The lawsuit, dude. I'm kind of over making excuses for Toddy, bro. I'm kind of over it.
Matt, should I tell the chat what you said a little bit earlier today?
About what?
You said that the man of the hour is someone you would consider moving for the right price.
Tatis? Yeah. I'm not saying I would trade Tatis today, but there's a legit, it's been 3 years of excuses, bro. Stop. Full no trade clause. Guys, I fucking named my cat after Fernando Tatis Jr. I love Tatis. I love him. But watching him play, sometimes I'm like, bruh, you're too good to be this guy. You're too good to be this guy. He's too good. He's too good. I don't want to trade. And obviously, me is now I'm going to get fucking absolutely fried for this shit because he's a. Why'd you have to say that, bro? That's so fucked. But
we're the DSG. They have to know.
Wanted to mention how great you both are. True sons of SD. Wish you both my bros games of the Murph growing up. Hey, thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Also, delusional text from me saying we got to. Don't listen, bro. Fuck my. Hey, honestly, I'm gonna be honest right now. Fuck you for throwing me on the spot like that, bro. I do not want to trade Tatis. I named my cat after him, but because now everyone's gonna be like, dude.
I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna interject.
I love Toddy.
Here.
I love Toddy, but it does
interject.
piss me off sometimes.
I'm gonna interject. It's like a love-hate relationship. You're obviously, it's somebody you love and you're disappointed when they don't perform. I knew it was a heat of the moment text. I don't think that you Jesus Christ. I still can't get over that picture being me in a Dodgers uni. It was a delusional text, and it happens to the best of us. I don't want to trade Tatis. Matt doesn't want to trade Tatis. I thought it would be funny to bring that up. Heat of the moment text. Tatis is going nowhere. He's going nowhere, but he needs to wake up. He's kind of, and you know why? Because I'm not going to lie, Matt. And I'll hand up. I'll say it to the chat. Today, Tatis came up, I think, for his third at bat. I turned the game off. I don't want to watch it.
He needs to be a leader.
I was over it. I didn't want to watch him hit. It's actually disgusting to me watching him hit right now. He's so lost. He's too good to be this lost. I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just, he's too good to be this lost. And I was watching it and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not subjecting myself. And it was so bad that two at-bats before it was Tyler Wade and I was locked in.
Well, my thing with him is it's not that he's bad. Like, there's players on this team that are bad. Trenton Brooks, when he comes up to the plate, you know what's going down. He's just not good. Fernando Tatis Jr. should be a top 5 player in baseball. And right now he's a top 30 player in baseball. Why? Because he's not locked in, man. And I'm over, I'll be honest, I'm over making excuses for him not being locked in. There's other players. Ronald Acuna Jr. is a perfect example. Ronald Acuna Jr., his ACL is made out of fucking rubber bands right now, and he's going to end the season with like an 1,000 OPS. That is who Tatis is supposed to be. And we could be honest. He's not that guy right now. So either, and that's not being a hater. When we were talking about Xander, was I hating on Xander when he sucked? Absolutely. But if I'm giving Xander that energy, I'm going to give Tatis that energy too. I'm also going to give Merrill that energy. You signed the big contract. You're a sophomore. We fucking need you. And he's starting to pitch a little or hit a little better, but we need you. I don't care about good defense. You're getting paid. You're a guy. You're in these top 100 lists before the season. Tatis, you're an all-star. I need you to fucking show me something, bro.
All right. So we've done a lot of doom and gloom on this episode. Got a few more minutes, I would say. Let's maybe take a positive spin for the second, aspect.
Let's do it. Second half of the pod.
Second half of the pod. Let's do a little accurate, second half goals, aspirations for this team. Let's turn it into a positive light. Give me give me 3 of your wishes. I'm a genie. I'm granting a couple wishes here. Give me 3 wishes.
I want to just read this comment from our guy Ryan, and then I'll go into the wishes. League average, 717 OPS, last 30 games. Machado, 707. Tatis, 700. Sheets, 623. Merrill, 610. The argument would be, Tatis is 3 home runs since June. It's all mental. It's all mental, or he's hurt. He's too good for that. 3 home runs in June. Eugenio Suarez hit 4 home runs in a game. Guys, Tatis is supposed to be the superstar. It's either something off the field. It's either he fucked up his wrist, and they'll never tell us, but he has to play better. He has to. This team will not win shit if he doesn't start playing better. He has to. That's the end of the story on that. And he's too good. He's too good to not do that. So he needs to fucking figure it out, honestly. Merrill, too. But Merrill at least looks like, I think Merrill was just low-key in like an all-time, like couldn't lay off a high heat. And you could see, I'm like, man, that guy was in a gnarly slump. Hopefully he's breaking out of it. Genie in the bottle, what can you give me? First off, give me Luis Robert. Give me Luis Robert. Second, give me trade Dylan Cease for a guy like the password from John Nixon Garcia from the Red Sox, or a Spencer Jones type, or an Owen Cassie type. Trade Dylan Cease. Give me something of value for Dylan Cease. I don't want him on my team anymore. And people could be like, dude, but like his FIP is really good. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care about his FIP. He's not a dog. He's not a dog. I'd rather have Ryan Burgett starting the playoffs than Dylan Cease. I'm not joking.
Okay, that's wish 2. Give me wish 3.
Wish 3. Wish 3, we say fuck it and we trade Salas plus and we get Sean Murphy.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you my 3. They're not all trade based. My first wish, I'm talking to a genie. Just give Tatis his confidence back. That's wish number 1. Just give Tatis his confidence back. I need to see that guy confident again. It's like hard to watch because he's got so much VAR, but when he's down and not confident, it's just like you see like the flash without the fire, as a great Pusha T once said, right? He's got the flash, no fire. I want to see that energy again. That's my wish for Tatis. One of my genie wishes. My second wish, I would love to see a big trade with the White Sox. Give me Tauchman, give me Lou Bob, give me Hauser, and let's see what we can do there. And then my third wish, I think you got to shed some salary. And I mean, I think you got to package, in my opinion, the easiest package to get good value in is a Robert Suarez, Dylan Cease package to a contender. And I think you can get good value. And I think that type of value, and that's a great comment. I do think that type of value is something you can get really controllable long-term prospects for. Like some of these guys, for example, maybe Lou Bob, maybe Hauser and Tauchman, maybe that's not the fit. Guys like Owen Cassie, guys like the Password, these guys are hog-tied in their systems. There's no getting out for them. They need to be traded.
Sorry. No, you keep going.
No, I was just going to say that's like somewhat leverage in the Padres' favor. These guys are not going to get called up to their teams. Where is Owen Cassie going to play for the Cubs? He has nowhere to play. Are they going to take out Seiya Suzuki? Are they going to take out PCA to play Owen Cassie? No, but where would Owen Cassie play for this Padres team? Ironically, the team that drafted him and was traded Yu Darvish for Owen Cassie. But besides the point.
Right.
He would play left field.
Look at this comment. Trade the farm for Kyle Stowers. What's funny about this, Calvin? Great comment. 1, they're not trading him. 2, this time last year, what did the Baltimore Orioles do? They were competing. They're like, hey, I think we could win this year. So they hit up Peter Bendix and they're like, give me Trevor Rogers, and I'll give you Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers, 2 guys that are kind of blocked in our system. Connor Norby's not having the greatest year, but he was on a ripper to start. And Kyle Stowers looks like he's going to be a franchise guy for them. Is Trevor Rogers as good of a pitcher as Dylan Cease? Do you think a team like the Blue Jays, a team like the Boston Red Sox, a team that thinks they could win, the Detroit Tigers, wouldn't be willing to part ways with a top 100, maybe 2 top 100 prospects for Dylan Cease and Robert Suarez? They will. I think we overinflate these prospects. They're like, oh, he's a rental. Dude, there's no good teams in baseball right now. Some team will overpay for Cease. You have to trade Dylan Cease. You have to. I will be, genie-wise, if we keep Dylan Cease, I'll be bummed.
I mean, it's going to be, at least in 2023 when they kept Snell. Snell won a Cy Young. Snell was pitching well. Dylan Cease is not pitching well.
This is an interesting guy. And you want to hear my fourth genie wish? And I think people will laugh at this, but I think it's a legitimate opportunity. O'Neal Cruz. Pirates are supposedly listening to people on O'Neal.
For who?
Who could we trade? Who could we trade for O'Neal Cruz? I would trade every single dude in our system not named Leo.
I mean, maybe I'm just not as tapped in on the O'Neal Cruz lore, but like 220 hitter, 1.1 WAR, 735 OPS. Why are you going to trade the farm for that? I just don't know. I get he hits a couple homers. He has 16 homers. He hits them far. He hits them fast. But like, is he worth that much?
VAR. This team has no VAR. Mike, we watch this team. We watch this team 3 hours a day, every single day, all summer long. And I'm not even having fun watching them right now. That's the issue. And I love when they win. But this team's not fun to watch. Can anyone in the chat say they're having fun watching the Padres this year? I had fun watching them last year.
I'll tell you right now, you just changed my mind on O'Neal Cruz.
He's sick.
I'm in. Give me O'Neal Cruz, give me Andrew Heaney, and give me
The games are terrible, Calvin. You're right. The games are not fun. The first month was fun. Since then, this team is not fun. All baseball is. What is, at the end of the day, what is baseball? What are sports, Mike? It's entertainment. It's entertainment. It's like watching paint dry with this offense, bro. No homers. I joke about it, but we need some fucking nukes. We need nukes. And look at Joe Odell. Joe Odell, we could have gotten this offseason. And O'Neal Cruz is exactly like that. That's the only issue. I actually do agree with Mr. B. I don't think O'Neal Cruz would help the team chemistry / wanting to win problem. He seems a little checked out sometimes.
Well, he's playing for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz, Andrew Heaney, Henry Davis. What does that cost you?
Everything. That costs you Salas.
Okay, bye.
That costs you Cash.
Okay.
Braden Net. All these guys. I'd say, bro, I say this all the time. I was on this podcast earlier, Table Setters. Check it out. Great baseball podcast. They had me blind rank like the top 12 trade deadlines. Thank you. What is it? Appreciate you. They had me blind rank like the last 12 like big trade deadline deals. And what I realized from that, Mike, is all these prospects suck. Prospects suck. We watched today, Graham Pauley. Is anybody bummed we don't have Graham Pauley right now?
No.
Is anyone bummed we don't have Jacob Marcy? He's not even in the bigs. Nathan Martorella, not even in the bigs. Guys, all these prospects are nothing until there's something. And right now, Manny Machado is in his prime. Xander Bogaerts is finally figuring it out. Merrill, Tatis. This is a window. AJ will restock the farm. The farm is bullshit, guys. I didn't know Braden Net existed. He's going to be a top 100 prospect. Miguel Mendez. You got all these random-ass dudes that Giannis and fucking Danny tweet about that I'm like, sick. I'm not watching the Lake Elsinore Storm. All these guys are Preller literally farms to trade. Go for it. Get O'Neal Cruz. Give me some dogs back, bro. Tatis is a head case worse than Tatis.
I think he meant Cruz.
Yeah, I actually do agree with that. I don't know, man. I'm excited though. Also, 216 people in this chat, Mies. Shout out the chat, man. That's pretty badass. Chat, I want to ask you. Actually, if you guys are down, I'm going to post a tweet after this show. I'm going to say who is like one guy that you want to trade for. If anyone gets the first person to get that right, I'll Venmo $10. Just say, put in your YouTube username though, so that I know the people that actually watched on YouTube. Any last words, Bees, or we're going to call it a nap?
I say we call it a nap, and next week we will be live for the deadline.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a live show. Me and Mies are taking work off, not because of the deadline, but would you trade Cease and Salas for Brian Wu in a fucking heartbeat?
They would never do that.
In a heartbeat, bro. At Carmel Mountain Rings and things, bro. How about those pussies fucking sponsor us for one time, bro? I've been hitting it up to sponsor the pod forever. So many fools go there and hit us up. Live pod, 4 hours, 5 hours during trade deadline. We're gonna be live for that. Gonna do some playbacks too, possibly. Appreciate all you guys, man. It's gonna be awesome. Make sure to like this chat. Hit us up, DMs, anything if you just want to talk ball. Always down to talk ball with everybody. Go Pods. Deuces.